Hi, Orange Girl here with another scrapbooking process video for you. Today I'm going to be working with Flair from a Flair for Buttons, and I'm also going to be working with items from the October release from Colorcast Designs. In fact, I'm also actually working with some of my leftovers from the Hip Kit Club kits for October. I had so much left over. I'm already working with the November kits, but I had so much left over that I couldn't just get rid of it, so I'm using it because it's so beautiful. So I have this photo of my daughter. I chose to do it in black and white for a couple of different reasons. Um, there was nothing special about the colors in the photo, and I like the black and white look with the piano. And it's just her back, and it's her practicing piano. This is something that I get to see every single evening, and so I thought I better scrap it. Something that I look at every night as I watch her practice piano. What I'm working with now is I'm trying to decide what cards, these are exclusive cards from the Hip Kit Club kit, Project Life kit, and I'm using those cards behind my photo just as some layers behind my photo. A lot of the items that you're going to see here actually are from the Pink Fresh Studio collection. There was a lot of that in that October kit from Hip Kit, and so I'm using up a lot of the ephemera and tags from that, as well as a few items from my stash. So I'm getting a little frustrated at this point because I just keep moving things, and I end up coming back to how I started, which is right there. I'm like, really? You've done this like 9 times, and this is how you started. So I'm not sure what tags I want to use at this point. So I'm going to start pulling some tags out. And I knew I wanted the picture with 3 or 4 tags, is what I was thinking. 2, 3, 4 tags, somewhere in there. And I end up using the picture in 1 tag in the end. And then I found some Flair, this Flair, both of these pieces of Flair are from the same set. I don't end up using both of those, but it's a black and gold kind of Flair, and I can't remember which set it's from, but it is linked in the blog post. Um, and although I like both of these pieces, I end up with another piece I like even better. The black one says BU, and it's in a gold, it's in a script font that is gold, and it fits the gold that are in these butterflies perfectly. And then I was kind of looking through some of my color cast things, and I decided that I could use this Remember as part of my title. So you can see I had some ideas of things. I thought I might use some of the confetti, which I do end up using from the recent Colorcast release, and then I end up also using the Remember from that same release. And these alphas came from the Hip Kits from last month as well. And I absolutely love the confetti. I think every month when Colorcast has its reveal, I end up getting the confetti plus some other things. So right now you're going to see me go through a couple of different pieces of Flair here. I liked that. I think it says, I can't remember, I think maybe it says Believe on it. And then I end up going with this Soar, one that says Soar. Soar Higher maybe, just because I thought what I end up with for a title is Remember This, and then I add the word dream as well. And I just thought this kind of turned into a layout, not just about her playing piano, but also about um, her love of music, I guess, and how she really has consistently talked about how she would like to have her career end up being something in the area of music or film. And I just want her to keep that dream. And personally, I want to remember this moment because it's such a big part of our life right now, and it's something that she is really loving. So now I'm back and it's a different day. I've kind of let this sit and I've decided that yes, indeed, I do like kind of this upper left corner to bottom right corner diagonal, and I like the look of the black and white with gold and the mix of papers. So I end up going ahead and starting to glue things down at this point. What you're seeing here doesn't change all that much. I do add a few things, but right now I've kind of committed and decided I'm going to go ahead and glue some of these items down. And I don't really use a lot of mixed media on this layout. In fact, all I do in the end is add some splatters of gold, um, Glorious Day, which is a Shimmers product. So I add that off camera because I thought my camera was rolling. I actually had a couple of problems on this day when I finished my layout. There were two different segments, I think, here that you're going to see that my camera just stopped, and I don't really know why, and I didn't know it had stopped, and I continue to work. So you don't really miss all that much, but it does happen once in a while, and I'm not really sure why it happened, but um, so I do end up adding a little bit of craft foam behind my photo. This is just cheap foam that I got probably at Michael's. Um, Color doesn't matter because it's just all hidden anyway. And I just wanted to pop it off so it just kind of popped up off the page a little bit more. It adds, I don't know, it adds to the look. It doesn't look as flat, honestly. And it's also then the same height as the word remember. It's the same height as the word this at this point. So I still haven't glued some of that stuff down, and I'm not really sure why. I should probably glue more often, more soon, I suppose. But now I've decided, all right, I know I want this all together, so I'm just going to start gluing it down. People ask me sometimes what I'm using in my glue bottle. This is a fine line bottle that I got off Amazon, and I put in it Scotch glue. It is obviously a liquid adhesive. I think it's called Tacky Glue, and you can get it on Amazon, you can get it at Michael's, you can get it lots of different places, and it just works really well, especially when I use mixed media, which I'm not really doing on this one, but it also works really nice with cut files that are intricate, and then like these words with color cast designs. A lot of these little words are little pieces of confetti or the little pieces of sequins that I use often. All of those go on really well with this glue and the fine line bottle. So that's what I'm using. So now you're going to see me add some gold sequins. That bowl that you just saw is just a bowl that sits on my desk, and I just throw stuff in it that I don't end up using, but that I know I'll use eventually instead of actually putting it away. These are just phrases that are from Maggie Holmes' collection. I can't remember which one off the top of my head, but might be Chasing Dreams. And they are just gold phrases, white text but gold background. And I just decided instead of journaling, I would go ahead and place these little sentiments on there that just fit the mood of the layout. The colors work perfectly with the sequence and the title, and I just really liked. Sometimes I don't really need to journal because the something like adding phrase stickers like this just really do the journaling for me, and it fit better in with the design. And I didn't really feel like I had a lot I needed to actually say about it other than what was on these phrase stickers. So this is about it because my camera dies, and so all I did was add a couple more phrase stickers and some scattered um, sequins and splatters. So there you go. There are the close-ups. Thanks a lot for stopping by, and I will see you again soon in my next video.